So here I am, guys. It's day number 2 of the Wyoming archery hunt. And I'm in here looking for I think he's a 7x9. And he's a big one. He's a stud, isn't he? Yeah. He's a buck that I seen first time 3 years ago. And then I seen him again this year. I only got to see him one time, and I looked many days in here. And so I got another look at him. Anyway, I hunted him last year, and I ended up killing another big buck instead. And I thought this one probably got killed, but not. And he's big. So anyway, it's day number 2, and you'll only be seeing this video if I kill him. So it's day number 2 of the archery hunt. My goal is to stay in here at least 10 days archery hunting, and then a bunch of days rifle hunting if I can. He's here somewhere. He's in a tough spot. Man, he's hard to get a look at. But we'll see. Finally, day 6 of the hunt, and I finally found him. Just glassed him up in a special little spot around the mountain. He's bedded down there. I'm gonna watch him for a bit and see what happens. I don't want to make a move on him just yet. I'm going to see if once he gets situated for the day, then maybe it warms up a little and stuff. Might help me. So I'm just going to wait him out and see. Hopefully he beds in just the right spot to give me a chance. So it's evening, day number 6, and I'm just sitting here on the mountain watching where he had went bedded earlier today. I haven't seen him. It's not surprising because I've been up here for numerous other evenings and never seen him, so he must wait until it's dark to move. Anyway, I have some history with this buck. I actually believe I first seen him 5 years ago on this same side hill. Him and another buck that had a couple extras. 2 bucks that had extras. And they ran out of here. I never got video of them. And then 3 years ago, I seen him in here. And he was cool, but he wasn't that big. And then last year, I estimated, in the mid-190s. And I come in here hunting him. Spent 7 days bow hunting him. I scouted a bunch for him. Looked for him the day before the rifle hunt a lot of time. I never seen him other than that one day scouting. Never seen him. Ended up killing a 204, 203 buck on opening morning of the rifle hunt. And then I helped another guy hunt for a couple of days, and he killed the 4 points. We were out here, and that was it. And so I come back in this year looking for him, and my first trip, I didn't see him. Come on the second trip, and I come looking for him in the first morning of that second trip, didn't see him. Moved a couple miles away, but I could see out here where he lived, or some of the area where he lived. Didn't see him. Was on my way out, walking out at, I don't know what it was, 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Bam, there he is out in the sunshine. It's like, hey, I'm here, dude. Don't leave without knowing I'm here. Pretty cool. Anyway, so I've been back in here again, scouting, didn't see him. And now I'm on day 6 before I finally found him. So now it's just trying to keep my tabs on him and maybe get an opportunity with a bow. Or I'd be thrilled to get him with my gun. We'll see. Seen him today. It's evening, day number 7 of the hunt, our 6th day of hunting. So we took a morning and an evening off, but I haven't seen that big one today. It's not looking good with a bow. I think I'm gonna go home tomorrow and come back and try and get him with a gun next week. Well, it's day number 8 of the archery hunt. I hunted this morning, come out. I seen his 4-point buddy, the one, the big boy boy was with, but I didn't see him. So anyway, I was just tired and figure I'll leave him alone and come back, and hopefully I can get him with a rifle. So that's that. The day before the rifle opener up here in Wyoming, there's a lot of other people. There was at least 4 other outfits at the trailhead this morning. When I walked out, I walked in the dark, and there was 4 other five outfits at the trailhead, maybe 6. It was crazy. So but I haven't seen anyone on the ridge that I'm hunting. But the guide, a couple of the guides were sitting down on a point down below me, a spot where you sometimes could see the buck. Now I believe the buck lives up on the very top of this hill and maybe around the backside, and so I've committed to that. If someone sits down there, it's possible he could be on this side hill, and they may get him. But I've committed to the ridge just like I did last year. I'm going out there. Can't see a lot of country, but I think that's where he lives, and so I got to go in there and hunt for him. It's midday, day number 2. I just got back to the tent, had me some breakfast. I still haven't seen him, and it's a little bit frustrating, just because, I believe he's out on this east-facing slope that's difficult, maybe impossible to see from long ranges. I believe that if he was spending more time on a south-facing slope that's here, or a southwesterly slope, that he'd be able to be seen from a long ways, and I would have company out here. But there's been nobody else out here hunting out the ridge, so I don't know. I'm hoping I can get him, but it's getting frustrating. I just, I'll see does and fawns. Saw a couple small bucks today, but haven't seen him. Haven't seen the 4-point that he was with. I think it was on the 6th of September when I seen him during the bow hunt. And I'm just assuming he's down off that side. That's where I'm focusing my efforts. Thought about glassing this southwesterly slope in the morning, but it just doesn't make sense he'd be there. But that's where I've seen him in the past. When I've seen him scouting, both times it's been over in this other area. But when I seen him bow hunting, he was back over on that eastern slope. And I believe that the reason he's still alive is because that's where he lives. I just think that if he lived over here regularly, he'd have been seen. There'd be people crawling all over in here. So I'm gonna keep hunting that area, and hopefully one of these mornings he's out there where I can see him. It's a pretty good sized slope. You can't see a lot of it. There's a lot of it that's just difficult to see. So, but I think that's where he's living. We'll see. So, quick update. It is Sunday, the 5th day of the hunt. I went out yesterday, Saturday. My wife came up, and I have my trailer parked down lower, and so she come up, and I stayed down there overnight and missed the evening and morning hunt. So I'm back up here. I walked in. It's snowing right now. It started raining while I was coming in. Now it's snowing, so hunkered down in the tent, 3 o'clock. Just hoping that it lets up and I can go hunt this evening and hopefully in the morning. I only come back up because of the snow. I'm hoping it might change things, make the hunting a little better. I don't know. Otherwise, I'd have stayed in that nice warm trailer. But instead, I'm sitting in this little 2-man tent in the cold, hoping that it lets up so I can go hunt. So it's Monday. I guess it would be day number 5 or 6 of the hunt, whatever. I took that one day off, but I seen that big buck last night. And he was down off the hill, but I screwed up and I left my rangefinder in the tent. And I had already ranged a lot of that stuff, and I was guessing he was 440. But I just didn't dare chance it. And so I thought, okay, I'll see if I can shave off some yardage. And so I tried to sneak down on him. And anyway, it kind of got dark on me. Plus he fed around the wrong way. And I backed out. I'm worried that maybe I bumped him or bumped a 2-point that was up above him. Anyway, so I'm just, I didn't see him this morning. And so I'm going to hang out there all day. I just ran back to camp, had me a little breakfast, and now I'm hustling back up there to hang out the rest of the day and see if he'll show himself to me again. Boy, I hope it doesn't take another 6 hunting days to see him again. That's how long it took between the archery this time I seen him archery hunting, time I seen him rifle hunting, 6 hunting days. That's a long time between sightings, so I'm hoping he shows himself this week. It's supposed to be a little cooler weather, so we'll see. There's snow right now, but it's melting off quick. So I'm back to camp, heating up some water for some oatmeal, and I'll tell you, I'm still sick to my stomach over forgetting my rangefinder. That was my opportunity. God, I'm pissed. I am seriously pissed at myself for screwing up like that. I mean, all this work and time and energy, and Anyway, I didn't see him last night or this morning. I'm pretty upset with myself, but I'm gonna keep after it. Well, I'm gonna look tonight and tomorrow morning. I'm gonna see what I see. I think they know I'm there. And I don't know if that buck is just down in there not moving because he can smell me or what, but it just feels like, the doe, this morning I seen doe and some fawns down there, and, she was looking up the ridge. She knew I was there. She could smell me, or she had caught some movement, something. It's frustrating, but I just think he probably knows I'm there and isn't moving a lot, and probably doesn't move a lot anyway. And then on the hillside's huge, but I can only see a small portion of it, so it's frustrating. I should have killed him the other night. I screwed up, and it's gonna cost me a lot of days, I think. So I'm gonna see what happens tonight and tomorrow morning. I might run home for a couple days, then come back up. Because the 2 times I've seen him has been after I've been out of here for a day. So that might be telling me something. So I'm back up here. This would be day 9 of hunting. I left for 3 days. Left all my gear here. I hung my what water I had left, and my food, but a bear still got into my tent and just shredded the whole thing. So bent all the poles. The tent's destroyed, but I'm gonna see if I can piece it back together. It's supposed to get pretty dang cold today. It's hot, but it's supposed to get really cold. But looks like, all he ruined, it looks like, is my coffee cup, my tent, and my battery pack. So I don't think he ruined my air pad or anything, and my sleeping bag looked fine. So but shit, I'm a little bit nervous about sleeping here now that he's been here. Kind of a little worried he might come back. I finally got him. Finally. It is day number 10 of the rifle hunt. And I went to my regular
spot up here, and then I thought I'll buzz up out here. I'm coming out here. I looked down along the ridge, and he's standing down there looking at me, and I couldn't tell for certain it was him, but I was really confident, so I had to wait until he finally turned his head. And I was like, that's him, man. And I got 370, but I ranged the hill just in front of him, so I shot. I hit him perfect. He dropped, moved maybe, 15 feet, and it's just piled up down there. I am so excited. So I'm gonna go down and check him out. Oh, awesome. Finally, I caught up to him. I don't know exactly how many days I'd have to add it up that I have pursued this buck, both scouting and hunting, and man, he was a tough one. He was a tough one. It's the 10th day of my rifle hunting. I went home for a few days, took one day off. Oh, but he was just so hard to get a look at. This is the third time I've seen him while hunting this year, and this is day number. I archery hunted 8 days, rifle hunt, 10. So is that 18 days? That's of hunting. I've seen him 3 times. I should have got him last Sunday. I had him right after a snowstorm, and I should have got him, but I had left my rangefinder at the tent. What a major screw up. And anyway, I just didn't dare chance it. But today he come around this hill. I was right up above him. I don't know if I'd even ever seen him if I'd have stayed where I was, but I walked out there, looked back, and he had me spotted, immediately. And so I laid there, I sat down, I spotted. I'm pretty darn sure it was him, but he was looking right straight at me, and it was hard to see the extras. And but I got it, I laid down, got a rest, put my spot and scope stuff under the butt of my gun. I mean, I was ready. It was ranged this hill here at 370, figured he was just a little bit around it here, and hit him perfect. He dropped, rolled maybe 10, 12 feet, and that's it. So happy with that. But he's a stud buck. He's got a total of 9 on one side and 10 on the other. He's got this little extra down here, and there's a little extra here that I didn't even know was there. And yeah, he's a dandy buck. I mean, I'm really happy with him. So I mean, it's just, I think I was figuring the other day, in total I've hunted this deer 2 years in the last 2 years, and I think I've put in, between scouting and hunting, I've been in this area, oh man, about 36 days or something, and I've seen him, I think five times is all. Maybe 6 times or something total. That's scouting and hunting. Last year I bow hunted for him for, I think it was 7 days. Never seen him, and then killed a bigger buck on opening morning that I had never seen in here. So it's a tricky spot, and it's really tested me, because you don't see a lot of bucks in here at all. I mean, I seen one pretty good 4-point last night that's been hanging out around the mountain. Well, I seen him around the mountain there, but usually it's very, very few bucks in here. So, but I'm pretty happy with him. Finally got him, and it's been stressful. Finally got him. Really cool buck. Making my way back now. My butt's tired. Packed my camp out earlier. I went back, got this deer. Yeah, pretty tired. I'm pretty happy with the year. I believe I ended up putting in around 20 days of scouting. I also archery hunted 8 days. And then rifle hunted 10, so. And I got a big buck, so I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy about the whole thing. I still bummed that I screwed up and forgot my rangefinder last week, but guess those things happen. Luckily I was able to
still getting. Good times.